Hi, this is Blake here. I wanted to do YouTube videos, but I've been kind of nervous. I'm a little nervous now. I'm at work, obviously, in like our dingy little office. And I have some free time, so I figured I would give my thoughts on the upcoming All-Star season of RuPaul's Drag Race. Now, anybody that knows me knows that I love the Drag Race. I take it serious. I get all emotional, have ups and downs throughout every episode. When the lip syncs happen, I'm standing on my feet and freaking out and stuff. I take it real serious, and I'm kind of excited about the All-Star season, but the more I thought about it and heard what other people had to say, I kind of thought, like, no, I don't know if this is the right time for that. So I felt like now is the time for me to say how I feel. First of all, I don't think there should be any winners coming back. BB, Raja, Tyra, like, no. And whoever wins this season, no, you shouldn't come back. You already became the next drag superstar. You shouldn't be coming back to be it again. You know, like, you are already there. You don't need to come back again. I don't like when other shows have done all-star challenges and the winners have come back. That's not fair. You know, you won once, let somebody else get a turn. I also feel that none of the transgender ones should come back. And I'm not saying that anything against them, but you're kind of on a different level now. Like, you're not exactly a drag queen anymore. Like, you might perform and da-da-da, but you're like, you're in your own category now. So I don't think they should come back. Like, supposedly Carmen's in transition. That's the rumor. Stacy has said she is, and Sonika said she is too. Those three, I don't think they should be able to come back either. As far as the judges go, I don't think Billy B should come back either. He's way too mean. I would like to see it be Santino, Merle, and Michelle. They've all had the longest experience and have, like, seen most of these, you know, as they did their actual seasons. So to me, I feel like they would be the best judges, you know, like, get a more rounded view of the progress that the contestants have made. One thing I'm wondering about is it going to be a season of fan favorites, or is it going to be second chances? Depending on which way it goes, the contestants can go very different ways. If it's fan faves, we pretty much know who that would be. Yara Sophia, Raven, Jujubee, Pandora Box, Chanel, Angina, Nina Flowers, Manila, Shangela, even Latrice Royale, Chad Michaels, or Sharon Needles. Now, we don't know which one of them is going to win yet, so it's a little too early to make a call about one of them. If there was a fan faves, maybe even Sahara Davenport could come. And as I've heard a couple people say, it might be interesting to see a, like, fight between Manila and Sahara. I don't know. I almost don't feel like Sahara's strong enough to come back, if that makes sense. I don't know. Now, if they did second chances, I feel like a lot of the ones who've been told, you need to get out of your head, deserve to come back. Kenya Michaels from the 4th season, the Princess. That's why I do think Chanel should be able to come back. Delta Work, definitely. People who we knew had more to show, but didn't really get the chance to show it, if that makes sense. Venus Delight, for instance, is another one. Also, I think ones that should be able to come back are ones that needed time to grow, and you could tell that it was a little too early for them. Tatiana is a good example of that. India Farah, I think, probably deserves to come back too, because she was another one where it felt like she had a lot more to give, but it just didn't really happen. Mimi on First, I think, deserves another chance too, because it seems like everything she's done after the show has been really good, and she's really stepped her game up. So maybe she learned from that. I don't know. Wild cards would be like Nicole Page Brooks. Obviously, she had a lot more to show. She had a lot of experience, but she was kind of a mess on the show. But I still feel like we didn't see a whole lot of her, and she probably had some good stuff hidden. It just, she can't dance. So she had a dancing challenge, bombed it. You know, is it really her fault? Did she really mess it up, or was it just how it fell? Phoenix from season 3, another one where like you kind of wonder what she had left. Although she personally didn't do it for me, I still kind of wondered, you know, what else was up her sleeve. Mystique has made a lot of improvements since she was on the show. She's another one that, like Mimi on first, when she was there, she was kind of like off-putting, but now people are starting to really get her. Willem is another one. It's pretty obvious she's not going to win this season. I do like her, but she's very polarizing, which I think is a good thing, because if you're polarizing, you're doing something right. People either should love you or hate you. You should never just be okay. And Willem's either loved or hated. People who I feel should definitely not come back. LaShawn Beyond and Elisa Summers. I like them both. I'm from Florida just like they are. I'm Facebook friends with them. I've like seen them perform personally. They just seem like they need more time to work on their craft. Like, LaShawn should not have been on the season yet. Like, no. Her looks were very good. Like, if you know anything about her, you know she's a seamstress and she makes like killer outfits. But she still needs time to get herself right. Not that I'm saying I don't like her, because I do, but she just, you can tell she's got a little more ways to go. The same with Elisa Summers. They're both pretty young and it shows. Unlike Tatiana, they don't quite seem to have like a rawness about them, if that makes sense. I don't think Tammy Brown should come back. Like, no. I didn't get her. I don't think a lot of people did. And she's not like Sharon Needles, where you don't really get her, but you still want to see. It was like, ew, I don't get her. Like, ugh. Like, she was creepy. Scary, creepy, like in a bad way. She looked like someone at a carnival. I ain't like her. I'm sorry. Just, it was what it was. I don't think, like, Milan should come back either. I really liked Milan, but again, she had one of those styles that just pretty much nobody understood her. Like some people have said, she would be what mainstream America needs to see. Not necessarily hardcore drag audience, if that makes sense too. I don't think Jiggly Caliente should come back either. I think we've pretty much seen every facet she has to offer. Not that I'm saying, like, oh, she deserves to come back. Like, yeah. Just, we've seen pretty much everything she's got to give, so I don't think there's anything new she would bring, kind of. The same with Akasha. I think we've seen everything she had to give, so, like, what's left? It doesn't really seem like she's got anything new since she's been on there. I personally feel that some of the ones that people want to come back with really high profiles maybe shouldn't. Like, they already are drag superstars. Do they really need to come back and compete for the title again? Shangela's one of them. Like, pretty much everybody has an awareness of who Shangela is. It's like she don't really need to come back anymore. The same with like Raven and Chanel. They both do a lot of behind the scenes work on Drag U, and they both pretty much run Drag U. So it's kind of like, there are, like, am I making sense? Pandora Box is the same way. Pandora Box is starting to do a lot more stuff for Logo and starting to really build herself up to where people know who she is. You know, like, they don't necessarily need to come back and prove themselves again. That's what I'm getting at. My ideal cast would be Mariah, definitely. I feel that she didn't get given a proper chance. Like she said, she's used to more doing the ball circuit, to where actually performing, you know, and actually doing this and that, She hasn't really done a whole lot of that, but you could tell she like had a lot to serve. And she was like my favorite one. She embodied everything I like about a drag queen. She was shady, she was funny, she was like she was everything to me. Favorite contestant, period. I like to see Jujubee come back. I don't think people quite have the awareness of her that they do, say, like Raven and Pandora Box. She, to me, also embodies everything that I like about a drag superstar. She has versatility that a lot of them don't have. Because she can be, like, Asian, ghetto, she can do the white girl stuff. She's, easily adaptive to a lot of different things. She can give anything that duty calls for. I would like to see Kenya Michaels come back. The language barrier really got her finally. Like, we saw like hints of that with Nina Flowers, Jessica Wilde, and then Yara Sofia, but Kenya Michaels fell victim to it for real. And it just seemed like she just didn't get to show anything, like, at all. Tatiana, I do feel, should come back. Because now that she's learned from the show, she's, like, way more improved. The same with, like, Delta Work. Like, again, they told her, you're in your head too much. Now that she has that awareness, I think she could come back a lot better. One question I have about this season was, like, why isn't it a full season? Why not have 12 more contestants and pull, like, 3 from each season? I feel like that would be a little bit better, because it seems like the votes are going to a lot of the season 2 queens. And, like, yeah, that's nice, but I don't want to see season 2 all over again. Like, I don't want to see that again. We already have season 2 put to the side. I want to see it different, and I want to see a more balanced mixture of all the seasons. Other things I would like to see in the show are really, really big gay anthem lip sync songs. This 4th season has stepped that up quite a bit, but, like, why haven't they not done Finally by CeCe Peniston? Even, like, any Beyonce or Janet Jackson, like, where's that? They did finally do Madonna's Vogue, so I'll give them that, but, like, can we get Into the Groove, maybe? I don't know. I would like to see them do, like, a rap song, because when they typically perform, a lot of them do, like, rap songs and, like, ghetto stuff. So, like, maybe Mary J. Blige, perhaps? Which that goes along with the judges I'd like to see, too. Since it's All-Stars, I think the judges should be, like, really, really high-profile people. Like, for real. Mariah Carey, Tyra Banks, I think Lady Bunny should cross over and judge this time. I would like to see maybe someone like Omarosa, or even like Nene Leakes. Somebody that kind of has like the drag queen persona, sort of, too, like that. I would like to see the Snatch Game done again as a challenge, which that's probably going to happen. I think this time they should tell them that the celeb characters cannot be repeated. Like, why were we seeing Lady Gaga again, especially if it bombed the first time? The only person who deserved the pass for repeating a character was Chad Michaels, which, obviously, that's Cher, so, you're going to get it. I want to see the reading mini challenge. The reading on this 4th season was, like, it wasn't terrible, but it was okay. There wasn't anything that made me gag or made me want to quote it like there was from seasons 2 and 3. And that is, like, a serious problem. No sewing challenges. It's 6 little episodes. Don't make them make shit. Like, most of them have people make their own outfits for them, So don't make them make stuff. Like, to me, that's a waste of time. And when they have to make stuff, you don't get the full effect of who they are and, like, what they're about. It's kind of like, oh, well, I only had time to do this or do that, or I can't sew. So, I mean, it's kind of screwed up. Like, in the real world, they don't have to sew, so I don't think they should have to on the show. I mean, does RuPaul make her own damn clothes? So, like, no, I don't like that. I would like a create their own song challenge. Most of them wind up going on to make songs anyways, so since there's typically like a singing challenge, you know, as the past 3 years have been, this time make them make their own song and have to sing it. I think that would be a little more interesting, and especially since a majority of them that will probably come back have songs out, I think that will raise the stakes a little bit. I like the makeover episodes when they have to make over outside people, and it's kind of like, okay, they did women into drag queens, they've did old men into drag moms, and they've done straight guys into drag daughters or sisters. I can't exactly remember. Why haven't they done like regular gay guys? I don't see why they couldn't be able to do it for the All-Star season. That would up the cattiness factor a little bit. I don't know, maybe they should make over drag people who want to do drag, kind of. I don't know, I feel like I got lost in my point. What I definitely would like to see too, and there's rumors of it happening this season, is like a People's Choice winner. I know Logo's not that popular, really. When you look at, you know, population and numbers wise, it's kind of like small still. And also, a lot of people who watch Drag Race don't get to watch it through Logo, so it's kind of, I think it would be kind of difficult to do, but it being all-stars and it being people or contestants that we as fans really, really like, maybe we should get to pick the winner, since it is, you know, the drag superstar should be somebody that we want to see, so we should be able to choose them, especially if it's someone coming back. I don't think that would necessarily make it a popularity contest, but, like, obviously we watched them before, so we know who's about what. Okay, am I making sense? Well, I guess I pretty much hit on my points. Basically, no winners, no transgenders, please, because they're in their own category. Like, I'm not saying bad about anything. Like, most of the clubs where I'm from, that's what you see, is like a lot of transgenders, but it just, they're in their own category. So, well, I don't know. Shit, since we see them in the club, maybe they should be able to go. I don't know. Tell me who you think should be in the cast, and tell me how you feel about the transgenders and winners returning. Who would you like to be guest judges? What songs would you like them to have to lip sync? How do you feel about the concept in general? Too early? Too late? You know, just let me know. And this is my first video and I'm still kind of shook. So I hope it went well. I hope I made sense. I hope I wasn't talking too fast. I think I hit all my points. So just let me know what you think. Bye.